Okay, so welcome to the demo. So before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mahinder. I have 15 plus years of IT experience into Power BI. I have around 10 plus years of experience. Okay, teaching is my passion. I've been teaching more than many years, but professionally the batches I started almost two plus years. Um, so that's all about mine and about the training. Okay, so uh, this will be for 30 days. Okay, so you can also join another batch, but try with your 100% efforts. If at all, if it's not possible, then you can join in the next batch. That's not an issue. We will not charge anything extra. That is the second point. And the important point is it is just online. Okay, and if you have any questions after the class or before the class, you can share your screen and we can see what is the problem, and we can resolve your issue by using any desk. So if you have any desk, I can take the control. If I cannot if I explain you could not able to understand, then that is another solution. Okay, the next level solution, you should have any desk so that I can take your laptop control and then I can fix the issue. Okay, this could be before the class or after the class. Apart from that, if you have any doubts, you can WhatsApp me or Skype me so that I can check whenever I get some time. Then I will respond. If it is just say yes or no. Okay, that's kind of you know um, issues. Then you can ask me in the WhatsApp or Skype. Okay, that's fine. So this is the program style. Okay, and it would be morning 7 to 8. Okay, so 1 hour session, and I will give you assignments, I will give you practice files. Okay, I will give you recording. Okay, and I will also give you a service account. For 2 months you can practice. Okay, it's more than 100% real time, because in the real time you might be a one role, either contributor or the member or the viewer. But here I will give you four roles: admin, member, contributor, and um, viewer. So four roles, you can change your role and you can see how the Power BI service looks like. Okay, and then you can add your batchmates, and then you can also work with them collaboratively. It's a kind of a real-time feel. Okay, so these are all the benefits apart from Power BI. Okay, we will also cover SSAS, tabular model, and SSRS, and page data reports like Power BI report builder. And if time permits, then we'll also discuss Azure DevOps for project management. Okay, so these are the course content basically. So Power BI extensively we discuss with databases, files, and the best practices, performance improvement. Okay, all the stuff related to Power BI, tax, and everything we will discuss in detail and in depth. You should be able to work independently after my course. That's my gut feeling, and people are working. Okay, and okay, so that's my promise. But the only promise you should make yourself is that you should be more attentive, join from laptop, have a pen and paper ready. Okay, and sit in a keen and calm area so that there won't be any disturbances. At least make sure that even fan sound also should not get disturbed. So that's my request, but it's up to you, because you are saving a lot of time in the travel. Okay, you might not put any extra money for the travel, and no makeup, nothing. But only thing is, you should set your environment clean and fresh to sit. Some people will sleep, and then they will open when the call comes, and then start listening, but that won't work out. If you are 100% commitment, and do not showcase no, because of yesterday's work, because of last night work, I could not able to join. This is not make sense, make not acceptable. Okay, so just whenever you have 100% commitment, then only you can join. Otherwise, what happens, okay, let's join, but even next month if it possible, then I'll complete. No, that mindset will make you loser. If at all, if you are 100% commitment, then only you can join. So that's my ultimate suggestion. And if you join, then please work with me. And if you have any doubts, use this after class or before class. assignments. Of course, if you have any doubt in between in the class itself, you can perfectly ask the question. Unmute yourself and you can ask. That is, I'm more interested in that way. Okay. So this is about the plan and agenda. So ultimately, my goal is you to get the job. Okay. So that's the goal, not the just training, giving training and having material and using this. That's not Tata bye bye. So you need to be follow up with me. Okay, that is first thing, and you need to ask. I will definitely, if you ask one, I will tell you two. So that's my attitude. That's my offering. Please ask, get the things, and follow along, and then things will move as expected. Okay, so this is all about the process and the course content, so that you can if you have any questions now, feel free to ask Pratyusha or the other person, Shiva. So any questions before we go to
No.
yeah.
Yeah, all good, thanks.
You can speak in Telugu, no problem if you are having any communication. So again, the prerequisite for this course, nothing. Okay, nothing. You don't have any prerequisites. Any person, if you fail in graduation, if you fail in 10th, but you have a passion to learn the technology, and you have a laptop, you have time, you have commitment, then yes, this is perfect for you. Without any prior knowledge on computers also, you are welcome. I'm here to help you. There are experiments we have made, and they are 100% succeeded. Okay, that's the thing. Next, please tell me, Shiva. You have any questions? You are trying to say something?
Yes, sir.
No, I don't have any.
Okay.
Is writing a code or coding is required for this?
No, no. There is a DAX functions like Excel functions. Excel, some min aggregations that you do, right? On top of that, we apply some filters. Here and there, small DAX functions will be there. But again, you no need to. But I recommend you to practice. But if at all, if you did not practice, in the real time, you can easily work. I will tell you how to use ChatGPT. I will tell you how to use, work with AI tools, so that you can already Power BI, Microsoft Power BI itself is a AI tool. Okay, so within that there is a option to write the DAX functions on its own. Okay, but to crack the interview, my recommendation, you should practice couple of DAX functions, at least 5 10, 5 to 10, at least 5 to 10. Those DAX functions are important to to get their confidence on you, so that you can work on independently. Okay, that way they will ask a couple of questions. I know, because I've been part of that interviews, lot of interviews, and I know what they will ask. So this course is completely built on top of an interview cracking purpose, not just to work. So whatever you learn in this course, 10% of efforts is enough. Okay, the entire course is covered 100%. So if you want to suppose you get the job and you just remember 10%, that is more than enough, because 100% technical opportunity, no one will get it. But the reason is, here we are going to cover Power BI developer, we are going to cover ETL side, we are going to cover modeling side, visualization side, service side. Okay, and all these roles are different. Once you get into the job, you could be one of the roles, and you might not get a chance to work on all of them. But if you are into a small company, you might get a chance to work everything. Depends on the project, depends on the company, depends on your luck. So you might be get anything or everything. And complex project, maybe simple projects. Okay, so
Okay.
that depends. But this course is full-fledged course, and we are also covering MSBI, part of SSIS, except SSIS, SSRS and SSAS we are going to cover, so that you can showcase your experience such a way that it will give you a genuinity. Okay, if you just learn Power BI and you just showcase Power BI, then they can easily understand that, okay, this guy is come from a training institute, so that we can just they look in a different aspect if you just put only the Power BI. Okay, so we don't want to keep that mindset for the interview, so that we will give from something like ground to like that. Okay, so
Okay.
that's the plan. Any other questions before I get started?
Yes, sir. One more question is like, is SQL needed for the learning Power BI?
Yes, good question, Pratyusha. Yes, SQL is required, but I'll tell you the reality. Okay, SQL itself is a big technology, so you need to know a basic things. I'll also teach you how to learn SQL, how to put your effort for next 30 days. I will give you action plan. What are all the things that you need to practice? Because if you just put some extra money to learn SQL, then again, it is not a good idea. Okay, SQL, and moreover we are not a SQL developers, or we are not a SQL admins. Okay, SQL server admins, we are just a Power BI user. We are consumers of a SQL data. Okay, SQL server is one of the sources for Power BI. Power BI has 19 plus sources it can work. Apart from out of that 99 plus sources, SQL server is one of the source, moreover widely used source. Okay, so I will tell you how to connect store procedures, how to connect views, how to connect SQL statements, and all those stuff, and different connection types. So that is more than enough. And moreover, an extra offers, the people do not satisfy what they really want. They want something extra. If you go to a vegetable shop, for kg 10 rupees, then just give me one tomato extra. So that I would also give you how to learn SQL. Okay, and I'll give you action plan how you can practice it. That should be more than enough. If you have any questions, and I will also tell you how I construct a SQL query in my real time. Okay, so being
Okay.
said that, that would be more than enough for you. And just to follow my rules, do not, while going for this course, you do not get distracted, and do not follow any other channel at this point of time. I'm telling you, end of this course I will tell you what to follow, what not to follow, how to have a good command over the subject, and how to be tackle in the real time. Okay, if you are already working, then you have a work experience, that is well and good. But if at all you are coming from a different domain to a software side, then I'll give you some tips and trips so that you can just follow along. Any other question, Pratisha? Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't have any other questions, sir.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So let's get started with the demo, and I'll show you like how to install first Power BI Desktop. Why we are calling Fabric? Okay, so Fabric is the latest offering after July. Okay, in June they have given a preview, public preview. Okay, so from July onwards they are actually going to change to Fabric. Power BI is going to change to Microsoft Fabric. So what it is actually? Okay, so this is basically a next level offering. Okay, we have Azure Analytics, Azure Synapse Analytics was there, but that is for a bigger companies like Fortune 500 companies and huge data management they used to give, but somehow it was not succeeded. Okay, that what they really expected. Okay, so but now on top of Power BI, Power BI is fully succeeded product for Microsoft. Okay, so that is the reason they want to give a next level. On top of that, they want to put one wrapper, and then they actually give a new offering with Fabric, where you can actually use a data factory and data factory pipelines. When I say pipelines, it looks like SSIS. Okay, I will also try to cover if I get a chance to cover. Okay, but um, it's easy. Okay, it's not an issue, not a big deal. You can easily learn it. It's a pipeline. Okay, one. It's a kind of a graph. Okay, I'll show you in Power Query how it looks like. Okay, and next one is Databricks. Okay, it can work with PySpark. I'll tell you how, and I've been working since 4 years on Databricks. Okay, you can easily maintain and manage. That's how it is easy. I will also introduce you how you can practice this with ChatGPT and everything. Okay, if you're really interested, but for now you can completely focus on Power BI. It's going to be a future. From July onwards we will see whether this will again going to be succeed, or again it's okay product or not. We do not know exactly, but in their conference they were saying we are too much excited with the Fabric. Okay, that's what Microsoft was. Everybody will tell their product in every conference. They said our product is going to be powerful in the next blah blah blah. But let's see how it's going to be. Okay, so you should know how to use AI tools. like ChatGPT. Okay, I will also give you kind of tips and tricks like how to use and when to use, how to train the model. ChatGPT is a AI, artificial intelligence. Power BI itself has its own AI models. Okay, I'll also show you that how it's useful and how you can from Power BI to how you can go to data science side if you want more package like 50 lakhs, 40 lakhs, more than that. If you want to go, you can also go that way. Okay, but this is a starting point. Okay, everything is possible. Okay, so with 3 years people got 12 lakhs to 15 lakhs package. Okay, and with 10 years they got 30 lakhs package. Okay, so there are many success stories. I don't want to highlight them, but I will this is just to boost your confidence. Okay, everything is possible. It ultimately depends on your gut feeling, guts. If you have a dare to ask, universe is ready to give. That is the law of attraction. Okay, so you can attract, everything will be follow in your way without any negative thoughts. Okay, so this is the agenda, and I would like to see Power BI desktop. Okay, how to, there are two things here in Power BI. One is Power BI desktop, another one is Power BI service. Okay, so Power BI desktop is a developer tool. It's a free tool. Okay, it's free, but Power BI service is a subscription based SaaS application, software as a service application. It's a cloud based application. Okay, it's a subscription, paid. Okay, simple in other words. So two things we need to majorly we will learn in Power BI, two things only: Power BI desktop and Power BI service. Okay, developer will use this Power BI desktop, and business user will get the subscription. And you, once you develop the report and you publish into Power BI service, and end user will use that report in the app.powerbi.com. It's a cloud application. So this is an ultimate goal. You develop here and you will share it to Power BI service. That's it. That's your work. But how you will get the requirement, what are your sources, how you develop, how many techniques that we need to develop, that we are going to discuss entire this course. This entire course is a lot of options, a lot of features and methods that we are going to discuss in the Power BI desktop as well as Power BI service, both, along with SSRS, SSAS, and Azure DevOps, Report Builder, and ChatGPT. So how to use and everything. Okay, you cannot avoid AI tools. At least you should know how to use Bing, ChatGPT, and Bard. Okay, these are the main things. If you do not sign up, you sign up, and then wait for. Sometimes it could be in a queue. Okay, now Power BI desktop. So it's a developer. As no, this is a developer. Let me uninstall this. Okay, unpin. Let me go to. How to search first of all. Okay, Power BI desktop. Download. So something like that you need to download. Just click on it. And you need to go to Microsoft.com downloads. And here, there is an issue. It's like, let me go to this one. Microsoft, let's go to this. No, this is not the one. Let me try this. Power BI dot Microsoft.com. Yeah, so this one. I will give you this link. I don't know, the main link was actually failed to accept this. So when you come here, you need to go to products and Power BI desktop. Okay, and here I do not recommend to click on this. It will open the store. Okay, but my recommendation, just go here, and here okay, let me try this in the Chrome, sorry, Edge. So I don't know, something block. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now you see this is a download option. You try in the Bing, Edge browser. Chrome, maybe it's giving some issue. Don't know why. It could be a browser issue or it could be the site issue. Sometimes it happens, but if you should have at least 2 to 3 browsers. If one browser is not compatible, you can try in another browser. Okay, this is Chrome, this is Edge, and you can have a Mozilla Firefox or any other thing. Okay, now come here and you can just click on download, and here you see, before you download also you can check like options like how to, let's say if you click on this, here it will explain the details like when was the last update. Okay, so May 24th is the recent update, the version of this Power BI desktop. Okay, and you can get the data, you can create the relationships, you can create the report, you can save the report, and you can publish the report. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 tasks that we can do using Power BI. And what kind of laptop your laptop should be? It should be Windows 10 and above. Okay, and Windows Internet Explorer 10 and above. That's it. And they are not saying much anything about it, whether it could be 32-bit or 16-bit. I will show you now. Okay, and installation requirement, you should have at least Windows OS. Okay, so that's the steps that it is actually telling, guiding us. Okay, now mine is Windows 64-bit, so I will to show you how it is. You can just open this, go to your this PC and show properties. Here you will see my laptop. This is my laptop name, Academy Pro. Mine is Intel i7 processor with i7 okay, 10th generation or 9th generation, 970. If it starts for 9, it's 9th generation. Okay, the speed of this processor is 2.60 to 2.59 gigahertz, and RAM is 16 GB RAM. And for you, it is more than 4 GB is enough. 4 to 8 GB is good RAM, but mine is 16 GB. Okay, here the system type is 64-bit operating system. You see this? Okay, and mine is Windows 11 Pro. If your Windows 10 is also a good OS. Okay, so this is how you should understand. Then you can choose a 64-bit operating system here. The 64-bit compatibility exe file, you can just select that. And if you are not sure your laptop, just choose this. If it is your MacBook, you can choose this. I think you need to search for MacBook Power BI desktop. That's a different story. But if you do not know your system is 32-bit or 64-bit, you can choose this. Okay, otherwise you can choose this. Mine is 64-bit confirm, so I can just download this, and it's opening. So it will take a minute. Depends on your internet and then your laptop, so it will take a minute. And meanwhile, I will also show you Power BI service, how it looks like. Okay, simple, app.powerbi.com. Okay, it is just trying to open up. You see, you will get, but actually it will ask you to sign in. Okay, so this is my mail login. I will also give you a login. Okay, username and password. Okay, you will get 60 days trial period. So this is 34th day left. So and some day it will, it is just a, but though it is a free subscription, it will not allow you to create on your own with your personal email address. Okay, it's required a company email address. Okay, so that's where I will give you that username and password, so that you will get 60 days trial period. And after that also, if you feel that you are not confident enough and you want to learn more on the service side, you need to give a valid reason and you need to follow up. I might not accept your first time or second time, but even if you keep on follow up, I'll definitely give you. Okay, but do not misuse anything. Okay, so anyway we will give later, so I'll just go this way. No, that kind of attitude, that kind of mentality, you will make yourself loser, not the situations. Of course situations will always fight with us, and we need to fight with the situations. But if you would not able to fight with yourself first, you cannot fight with situations. Okay, keep that in mind. utilize the opportunities in an effective way. Okay, so when it comes to this, as I said, it's a premium, and we are going to give you the uh, premium license. Okay, so it would be more than enough to practice with pro and premium. So two kind of licenses that you could see, and you can work with it, and you can see the differences. What is premium? Within the premium, how different flavors would be. Okay, and what is the embedded license? All those stuff we can discuss extensively in the next sessions. Okay, let's see whether it is downloaded or not. I think it is. It would be downloaded. Let's see in the download folder. Yeah, it is downloaded. You can open the folder. This one. Okay, you can make it open correctly. And also I will give you a tracker where you can track your progress, and you can enter your details so that I can it's a kind of a doctor consultation. Before we go to a doctor, we will fill kind of a form, right? So that kind of same thing that I will give you to, you know, that document would be shared between you and me only. So I will also ask some questions there, you can also answer, and based on that we can, your resume preparation will be easy. Okay, so I will tell you that. Okay, you just remind me and recall me. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow I will introduce that, so that you can also fill it, and so that I can easily understand what your background is and how you can prepare the projects basically. So here I will tell you what kind of projects you need to set up in your resume, and how you need to be make it more genuine, so that they will think that they should think that you are the 100% real timer. They should not have any second thought. Okay, that's how you need to be prepare yourself, your dialogue delivery, your actions, your attitude will be something like that. Okay, I will tell you everything at the end of the course, so that you will understand. You should ready for the market. You are my product. The product should ready for sale. Okay, so you should sell yourself in the market. Okay, so for that, how you should get ready. Okay, everything will be given in the end of the day, but this kind of um, Google sheet I will give you, and there you need to track your assignments, track your doubts, track your notes, everything. I will tell you, maybe it's taking time. So meanwhile, and lot of material is out there, but I don't want you to waste your time with the material. Okay, I will also give you some kind of real time this thing. Okay, it is something like this tracker I will give you. Okay, you need to update this. Okay, your doubts, your assignments, and your projects, and if you are started attending interview, you can track your interviews also. Okay, and then put the comment, what is level 2, all the things you can track it here itself. So this is the best trackers for all your success, right? So it is for everyone. See, it is between two people only. So a lot of trackers out there, so old trackers and everything, and materials you can see here, and a lot of materials also out there. You will get a lot of other projects and everything. You can go one by one, but for now, just follow what I'm trying to say. Daily assignments I will give, just do that. uh, do not overload. My intention is, do not overload, everything will come one by one. Okay, moreover, Power BI is an easy subject to learn. Okay, easy subject to learn, and which is a demand in the market right now. So we are installing Power BI desktop, and we have also seen how Power BI service looks like, and where we put our reports in Power BI service. So let's say if you go to one of the workspace, okay, you see like this. These are all the reports. Let's say car report. You see, like this, you will share this link to the end user or mail in the Teams or PowerPoint presentation, so that you can share with the business. Okay, so this is a workspace, and within the workspace you will see dashboards, reports, data sets, and IoT dataset. So what is IoT? I don't know, somehow it's not working. You will get the data like a ECG kind of thing. Once you see the patient in the ECG, there is a live graph which goes, right, sensors. Okay, in the body, it will check the heartbeat or something, and you will see the graph, right? So similar kind of graphs, the real-time data you can see in Power BI. So I will show you how to do all the stuff. Okay, so this is how you can share. You can create the workspace. You can give access to everyone. We can create the deployment pipelines to make it automate from deploying from dev to QA to production. Okay, so 100% real time. Okay, it's more than that. Okay, so that we are going to cover. Let's see what happened next. Still it is downloading install. Meanwhile, you can also try, if you have a laptop in front of you, you can also download this powerbi.microsoft.com and click download and double click, so that it will also get installed. It depends on your laptop. It might take some little time. Not to worry. Power BI desktop is a huge file, so it will be slow sometimes, but you should have little patience. So I will also show you one demo, one sample project, and we will publish into Power BI service. Okay, finish. So once you get that, so easy, I think. Just click next, accept terms and conditions. It automatically do their job. Okay, so it automatically is easy to install. If you have any doubts, you can show me your screen at the end of the class, or maybe before the class tomorrow. If you try after, maybe after this class, go to the recording, go step by step, pause, and wherever you start, just pause there, and then you can start it, and then go ahead and just step by step. This recording, why I will give it, is it's my gut feeling to share my recordings. The reason is, it is about your attention. Okay, recordings will not will help you in doing the assignments or clarifying doubts, but the live class will give you a full attention to learn the subject. Okay, so that is one of the reasons that I will give you a recording every day. You need to ask the recording. Okay, end of the class you need to ask the recording. Okay, so then I will give you. Now, so this is the Power BI desktop, and you could see here under help, about, you see which version of it is. This is May 2023 version. Okay, so latest version, right? So that's how you can check, where under help and about, or you can also go to file, and somewhere you could also see options and settings, options, I guess somewhere you could see that. Okay, that's fine. I mean, this is enough. Help and about. Okay, so this is how it looks. Home ribbon, insert ribbon, modeling, view, optimization. Optimization is recently introduced this. Okay, and help. You might not see external tools at this point of time, because this was my part of the training. We will also discuss about this ALM toolkit, DAX Studio, Tabular. So whatever is really helpful, we will cover everything and anything. Okay, so that's what it is. Now, this is how it looks like. Okay, and these are the visualization pane, and this is the data pane, and here you see report and data and then modeling. So these are all very, very important. Okay, this is how it looks like, and we can create here number of pages within the report. Okay, so for now let me delete. Okay, so let's start with one, and then we'll see. So what Power BI desktop consists? So Power Query and modeling and visualization, three things: ETL, modeling, and visualization. So I would like to tell you, before this we will compare this with Excel BI versus MS BI versus Power BI. Okay, so let me insert this three things: the feature and Power BI, MS BI and Excel BI. Okay, Excel BI or any other BI tools if you take. Okay, so feature is ETL. What is ETL? Extract, transform and load. E for extract. Okay, T for transform and L for load. Okay, something like that. ETL tool can be done using Power Query editor. Power Query. Okay, MSBI we have SSIS. Okay, and Excel you have Power Query again. So you are not going to learn Excel BI. We are going to learn Power BI Desktop and Power BI. So though you see similarities, but there is a lot of difference between Power BI and Excel BI. And next is tabular model. Okay, tabular or modeling. Okay, we will call this as a modeling feature. So modeling in the here is called model view. Okay, Power BI model you can say. And here we have SSAS tabular model or SSAS. SSAS has two flavors actually. SSAS tabular model and SSAS multidimensional model. We will not discuss multidimensional model. Multidimensional model is a old technology and it is cumbersome and you cannot, I do not recommend to, go with multidimensional model. But tabular model is very good and it is more compatible with Power BI. It's a powerful compatible with Power BI. Okay, we will see how these two combinations are rock. Okay, so we will discuss that. And here in Excel BI you have a Power Pivot. Okay, and then the reporting. Here we have a visualization or report view. Here we have SSRS and here we have a Power View. Okay, so these are the basic differences. Excel BI is not a Power BI. Excel BI is a different, MS BI is different, Power BI is different. Though all these from Microsoft. Okay, so ETL we can do Power Query, then we do modeling, then we do report development, and then we'll share with Power BI service. So here you cannot share. You need to share only the Excel file. Okay, 1-2 people if you want to work with, and with basic visualizations are enough, then you can go for Excel BI. But otherwise to cater Fortune 500 companies, big companies, the Power BI is option, cheapest and and powerful, and migration cost is also very less. So that's where this Power BI is successful product in the market. Okay, so this is the main difference. So that's where you will also learn here. So using get data we can go to Power Query. You see here when I click on get data it will take little time to open up a pop-up. See, it can work with all these types of sources. So files, when you say files, Excel, text, CSV, PDF, okay, all these Parquet files and SharePoint folder, normal folder. Okay, we will discuss folder and when you know the folder, and the same thing in SharePoint folder. Okay, extensively we can work with that. We will cover Excel, text, CSV, JSON file, folder, these topics will cover. But PDF you can try on your own. Take your all bank statements, put in a folder, and then you can clean the data. Try all your Power Query features. Okay, I will explain you, but end of the Power Query you can start doing that. Okay, in the database, because extensively work with SQL Server. Okay, and once you know how to work with SQL Server, all these things you can work with it. Our students working with Denodo, some of them are working with Vertica, some of them working with Snowflake. Okay, because how I know, they used to ask the doubts. So this is my source, how can I work with? It's easy. I never worked, and you might not get a chance to work, but you can work with it. Everything will be given in the documentation. Okay, we can simply follow along, and then that's it. Okay, so Fabric, now recently they are introduced this. Okay, just June itself they have given a preview release. Okay, and from July onwards they are going to give it with a public release. Okay, it's a kind of a trailer. The release just trailer. Okay, and Power Platform we will discuss Azure. Also I'll give you how to work with it and other online sources. Here you can work with it. If at all if you get a chance, you can let me know. You can work with it. We'll try. See in the here there is an Azure Databricks, right? So you can, it's a normal Databricks. We can try this, okay, if time permits. Okay, so other we can start with web for now, okay, from others. Then we'll start files and databases and then so on and so forth. Okay, let's take one web URL to create a report. Okay, so for that I'm going to show you one URL, IMF database. Okay, you can search for this. Okay, you will get a link, World Economic Forum database 2022. Just click on this. After this I will also give you assignment. You just also do that. You can take any Wikipedia page and get into Power BI. Okay, so by countries, okay, you can take all countries here, and in this step just continue. It's all selected. Okay, you don't want to unselect anything. Just continue with all 190 countries. Click continue. Come on. Okay, now you choose one of the data sets. Anything is fine. You can choose the first one. Third step and fourth step, you can choose number of years. You see forecasted growth also they have given. You can just go to 2025. You can say 2021 to 2025, 4 years of data. Okay, it depends. If you want to go with huge data, you can go with it, not an issue. Okay, prepare the report. So this report is just website report, but we will change this to a next level in Power BI, so that we will appreciate this report versus that report. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just selecting this and do Control X, so that everything is cleanly cutted. Okay, so then what I'll do, I'll just come here and I will paste it here and click OK. Beyond the scenes, Microsoft is doing a web scraping, scrap, right? So it's a kind of web scraping. Okay, and it will scrap and it will just give whatever it understands. Okay, and you can see the web view, so where you are and all. Okay, and then you see it scrapped two tables and two HTML, one HTML code, and then the other one is the text. So that's how it scraps, but we more interested in the tables. Okay, either table 1 or table 2. So both are same actually. Okay, so here you have 11 columns and here you have 10 columns, looks like. So better you can go with 11 columns, but of course the data is also looks similar or same, but let's go with table 2 and see still it is not enabled. Okay, the reason is you need to click on this box, then only this load and transform data will be open up. There is a confusion initially, everyone will get confused why this mine is not enabled. So you need to click like this, then you see these two things will be and you see the data here, the sample data, you could see the header is not correct, and a lot of things that we need to clean. So cleaning purpose, we go for transform data. When you click on transform data, the tool inside tool will open up. What it is that you see the Power Query, the tool inside the tool. You see this is different. This is Power Query editor. This is Power BI desktop. Okay, the tool inside the tool will open up when you click on transform data. When you click on transform data, the tool inside the tool, which is Power Query, will open up, and Power Query will work like a slavery for the Power BI desktop. Okay, it is inside the tool. Okay, tool inside the tool. So let's understand this. Now the first option is, this is a header. Okay, so we need to use this as a header. So there's an option called directly, okay, use first row as a header. Very simple. Now see the applied steps, you can observe here. This is the source that we connected. This is the HTML file extract type, and then promote header, then this. So we will see along. Okay, a lot of project reports we are going to create, and there we will see. Okay, how you can work with these applied steps, how to rename, how to do all these things. Okay, for now, if you see here, this is a same value repeating again and again, so we don't want this. Simply you can remove this. You see, it is the next step. And even this is also not don't want, and this is also don't want, and the billions also don't want. Okay, but this is the data. Okay, and this estimated start after also not required for our this thing. Okay, so country and each year's GDP. Okay, if you see in the remove columns, it is remove subject, description, units, and notice, scale, estimated start after. So all these things we have removed in a single step. Okay, here you see change data types is automatically applied. We will discuss this change data type later. Okay, now you see here the green color, which means it is clean. Okay, but there is a black, which means some empty, 1% empty is there. So how do I know? You can just unselect and click on this blank. You see this record is blank. Okay, and you can just remove that back, or if you don't want that, you can just untick that alone and it will go. But this is clean. Now you see everything is blue. Blue means it's a qualitative column. Okay, so I will show you under view. If you see column quality, see green color will tell you 100% valid, and red color tell you that it's some error, and the black color will tell you it's a some empty values are there. So still there is a black color, which means here some empty is there. So how do I know which is empty? See, the null and blanks are there. You can select first. Let's see whether it's a valid record to be removed or not. See, if you see this Venezuela and then this International Monetary Fund, these two do not have any records, proper valid records. So we can simply remove them. Okay, select everything and remove these two things and click OK. Okay, and now you see NA is also there. These are numbers. NA is text. We even don't want that. So you can again go and apply and remove the NA. So if you hard to find this NA, here you can search N. You see, it will get it. You can untick and click OK. Now that NA is also gone. Because still the black color is there. So the reason could be everything is gone. If still you see 1% empty, still you could see. Okay, profile, that's okay. We will discuss this things later. For now, still it is there, right? So you can go hover over and remove empty. That's it. It will go. Okay. Now you see everything is green color, which is 100% valid, and zero errors, zero empty. So this is how this is a basic cleaning. Okay. But now what I want is I want year as a country, year, and then GDP. So now each country wise 5 years GDP you could see something like this. But what I want country and 5 years 21, 22, 23, and then the GDP, respective GDP. That's what I want. Okay. So how do I get it? Very simple. You can select these 5 columns. Okay. So shift and just click the last column so that all will get selected. Okay. And then go to transform, do the unpivot. I will tell you there are 3 options. We will extensively do a POC on these 3 things. I will explain you when to go for what and all. You will see a different scenarios so that you will get confident on unpivot concept. Okay, we have done for now unpivot column so that I can see the output of unpivot is 2 things: attribute and value. It could be n number of columns. You could take 10 columns, 20 columns, 30 columns. It will give you 2 columns ultimately. One is attribute, another one is value. It depends on your scenario. We have chosen 5 columns, but we got 2 columns, attribute and value. 2021 to 2025, the 5 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns we have chosen. But when I do unpivot, I got 2 columns, attribute and value. So there is an interview question. What is unpivot? Unpivot to make columns into rows. Okay, columns into rows, and the output of unpivot is attribute and value. So this is the 2 points, 2 dialogues we need to remember. What is unpivot? Unpivot is to change columns into rows. So previously these are the columns. It is something like this. These are the columns, and the columns will change it to rows. Okay, and then you will get 2 things: attribute and value. These are the 2 dialogues you need to remember. columns to rows, and attribute and value. 2 points that you need to remember. That's it. The output of onPivot is attribute and value. So here you can change this attribute to year, and the value would be GDP value. GDP value. Okay, so this is what my cleaning process, a transformation. Basically, I transformed columns into rows, and then some cleaning we have done. Removing blanks, removing errors. We will see in further data sets how to remove the errors and everything. Country is a text, so we have a data types. You see, decimal value, fixed decimal, whole number, percentage. So we need to understand what kind of data it is. How Power BI is also trying to understand the change data type. It will automatically work for us. But sometimes it will also give some kind of issue. We will tackle everything. I will tell you how you can tackle all the situations. Only thing is you need to just follow along. Now country is a text, obviously ABC is a text. And then year is actually a date column, but ideally there is no DDMM, so we just go for date, not date. Basically I can say whole number for now, because there's no DDMM. And GDP value is a decimal value. You can see the decimals, so let's go with the decimal. So this is how we change. In Power Query, 60% of issues will come with data type. You should properly segregate the correct data type. So 60% of problems will get from the data types. Remaining 40%, we need to know all these options and how to work with the add column, transform, and home and view and everything. We will discuss extensively in the upcoming sessions. For now, we get the data from web, we applied these many steps, and when we transform, then we are just giving the data to Power BI desktop. So when you close and apply, this game is over. The next game will start in the Power BI desktop. The tool inside the tool work is done. The Power Query is done. The cleaning is done. ETL is done. So now it's loading. ETL, L means what? Load. So load is actually happening. So that the tool work is done. So last work of the tool is load. Extraction is done using get data. We paste the URL. Extraction is done. The web scraping is done. And then the T transformation we have done, cleaning the data and unpivoting. That is called transformations. And then when you close and apply, the load will actually happen. So this is called ETL. So any ETL tool, whether it be a Power Query, whether it could be SSIS, whether it could be Data Factory, whether it could be Databricks, you will get the data, you transform the data, you load the data. That's it. These three are mandatory steps that everybody should know. How to get the different files and databases, and then how you can transform them and how you load them. So this is the conceptually the bird view. So but how you work with them, it depends on the tool. If it is a Power Query, open Power Query editor and do all the options. When it is SSIS, use a SSIS tool. When it's a data flow or Data Factory, you can do that one. Data flow also ETL tool. We will discuss the data flows. In Power BI service, data flows are there. So you can just give the name to this is called GDP report. So GDP data, you can just give the data, so not the report. And open, you see the three countries you can see. So if you give the country, it automatically recognizes as a map, you see. And you can push maybe something like this, and you can see year wise GDP. Actually access should be something like this. So each year GDP, you can see something like this. And country wise GDP also, if you want to see, let's say take the GDP and let's put the country. So you see a lot of countries are there, but if you want to know top 5 countries, just go to this here, the filter, and you can say top 5. So how do you get that? Instead of basic, you can say top 5. When you say top 5, based on what value? based on the GDP value. So just apply. Now you see top 5 countries. Okay, and you can click on this. You can see Indonesia. Where is this Indonesia? It is here after Malaysia. Okay, Jakarta, and between Philippines you can see Indonesia. Indonesia is very good in terms of growth. Then Iran is also very good in growth here. After Iraq, Iran, China, Pakistan. So after Pakistan, Afghanistan, then Iran. Okay, so visually you can understand easily. So the interaction, a visual will interact with other visual. You can put some filters, slices. Okay, we can discuss that further. Okay, so you can also take one slicer and apply countries there, and you can also take one more slicer. I will discuss everything. Okay, not to worry at this point of time. uh, yes, and you can see the slicer settings to vertical is to a tile. Okay, so you can just put this here. You can just click each here how they are. Okay, and let's say where is this country, vertical is to drop down, so that you can save some space. We will discuss everything in the next session, upcoming session. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, so these are just a sample report. You can put the report name. You can say so remove this. So GDP report, and this is only page 1. You can create multiple pages also. Okay, here you can put a table and you can put everything. Detailed page, that is summary. This is detailed. Okay, country wise, year wise, and GDP value. Years never should not be summed up, so otherwise you will see different. Okay, so you can make it a nice view. We'll discuss this. Okay, don't worry, everything will be clearly explained, the formatting and everything. Okay, so this is a detailed report. Okay, this is the summary report, and then we can save this. So it's untitled so far. Okay, you can save this. I'm going to save it in a new folder called June folder. Okay, June 2023. So here I will say GDP report or first report, whatever it is, GDP report, and then you need to publish this. Okay, if you click this publish, it will ask you to sign in. Okay, so I don't want to sign in at this point of time, but there is one more way to get into. So go to Power BI service, go to workspace. Let's say my workspace. Here you don't have anything, suppose. So let's delete all of them. Delete. So you might be seeing, once you just logged in my workspace only, you will see, and it will be something like this, clean. So here you need to upload the report. From where? From your June folder. June 23. This one, open. I might be a little fast. Go to the recording, try to do that. You'll see this report, you will get it here. Okay, once you click something like that, you will see. Okay, so if you click it, it will work something like that. Okay, so this is the detailed report, and this is this report, and this is how you need to share with the end user. So this is the work, end-to-end work. Get the data, transform the data, clean the data, and create the visualizations and publish it and share with the end user. So this is the end-to-end flow, a report development life cycle. Get the data, clean the data, transform the data, load the data, visualization, publish, and share with the end user. That's it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I can clarify anything. If you have any doubts, I'm your next door boy. You can just ask anything in the WhatsApp or Skype. Do not hesitate. Okay, please feel free to ask anything and everything before you decide whether you can go for this or not. And you can also share this recording with your friends if anybody interested. You can also learn along with them. Teamwork definitely will give you a. Sometimes our learning curve will be like goes ups and downs. So if other person will motivate, then you get a kind of self motivation. So we should be a self motivated persons. Okay, that is one of the kind of a soft skill. Okay, so plan accordingly and get motivated and do practice. I will also give assignment. Okay, ask me assignment, ask me for the recording. Okay, we will give you. Thank you for now and all the best. And let me know if you have any doubts and anything we can discuss. But for now, I'm stopping the recording and